declining. The population of sharks, millions of them, have vanished from the oceans. Commercial fishing and a growing demand for their fins is making them more and more scarce. A feared predator now apparently has more to fear from us. Kaj Larson has the story. He joins us live from Los Angeles this morning. Kaj?
Good morning, you guys. Well, let's get the blood pumping a little this morning and get in the ocean with some sharks. As a lifelong surfer and an avid scuba diver, I think a lot about sharks in the ocean and what they could do to me, but I don't spend a lot of time thinking about what we as mankind are doing to them. So in this next piece, I take a look at exactly what's happening with shark populations. Let's take a look. Shark populations are crashing around the world. Millions die by finning to feed the growing demand for shark fin soup in Asia. Roughly a third of all shark and ray species face some threat of extinction. Without them, the marine food web could start to unravel. Marine biologist Luke Tipple is on a mission to protect sharks. We met up in the Bahamas.
Actually, the marina that we're in right now was one of the first shark-free marinas in Bahamas.
Sharks are an apex predator, which means they're at the very top of the marine food chain. They grow slowly, mature late, and produce few young, making them vulnerable to overfishing.
We're supposed to have a certain number of sharks to be able to control all of these animals which are below them. So what we do is we take out that apex and we allow a lot of other fish to breed underneath them. They basically annihilate everything below them, and that leads to trophic collapse, which means we don't have healthy ocean systems and we won't be able to pull food or product from there anymore.
The Bahamas banned commercial shark fishing, and that's helped lure more divers and tourist dollars to the islands.
Coming back and close to these. All 10 of these.
Luke and I jump in to see some sharks up close. Wow. They're right there. But outside of sanctuaries like this one, sharks remain at risk.
Wow. Kashi, just a question. You were down there, the sharks were swimming all around you, but in Australia, just a few days ago, a scuba diver was killed by a shark. So why do some sharks kill and others don't?
Yeah, well, there are actually over 350 different species of sharks, and of those 350, there's really only about 10 that are potentially dangerous to mankind. You know, we have seen a spike in shark attacks this year, and it's not exactly clear what the causal factors for that are. There's been 13 fatal shark attacks so far this year, which is a high number, but if you contrast that to what we're doing to sharks, which is taking over 70 million out of the ocean this year alone, those numbers really pale in comparison. And as you mentioned at the top, they have more to fear from us than we do from them.
Right, right. But when a death like that occurs, doesn't that make your mission more difficult?
I mean, it makes it, I think what it does is it heightens this awareness that the oceans are sick and that the marine ecosystem is out of balance, and you can't remove that many top apex predators from the system without throwing it off somewhat.
Isn't it the case, though, that you're saying this increased demand for shark fin soup? Isn't that the problem, though? I mean, if you can stop them from being caught in the Bahamas, but ultimately, can you deal with it from the demand side?
No, I mean, that is, you've really gotten at the essence of the problem. You can try and create sanctuaries, you can try and create legislation that stops it, but as long as there's a demand, you're going to continue to have sharks being killed for their fins. They just recently found a ship just off of San Diego, a place that's protected from shark finning, and it had over 30,000 shark fins on it. So you can sort of see the magnitude of the problem.
Yeah. All right, Kaj, thanks very much for that. We're looking forward to seeing the special. You can watch more on the plight of sharks. Watch the CNN Presents all-new show Sunday night at 8 p.m., hosted by Soledad O'Brien and Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
And